ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 action come to you from the USA and the West Indies, the Caribbean, of course, hosting it tonight. We're in Guyana, South America's North Atlantic coast, at the Guyana National Stadium. Providence for Uganda up against Papua New Guinea. Neither of these teams have taken any points in previous World Cups, so making their initial appearance and looking for 2 points tonight was Uganda, who won the toss earlier this evening. They elected to bowl first. A very good evening and welcome to Georgetown, Guyana National Stadium. Looking at an absolute picture for this men's T20 World Cup clash. Papua New Guinea up against Uganda. Uganda will be bowling first. Papua New Guinea after a very good outing against the West Indies, losing by 5 wickets in the end, but they took it to the 19th over, and Uganda somewhat humbled by a very, very strong Afghanistan side at this very ground. And look at that net run rate after one game for Afghanistan. It is simply outstanding. West Indies with a couple of points. New Zealand yet to play in this group. The stadium, as always, does look fantastic. Small sprinkling of people have arrived in so far. Javagal Srinath leads out the 2 umpires for this evening, Adrian Holstock and Rashid Riaz. The TV umpire will be Hassan Raza, and Kumar Dharmasena is the 4th umpire for this evening. Respective captains, Hassan Fala furthest from screen, and Brian Masaba, 2 skippers. Papua New Guinea and Uganda. Proud moment for these sides, and 2 points up for grabs. This will have been a game that both sides will have targeted leading into the tournament. Possibly Papua New Guinea go in their first game as slight favourites over Uganda, but this game has never been won for favourites. Time for the national anthems of the respective nations.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand if you can for the anthems of Uganda and Papua New Guinea.
Not far from first ball here. Miyaji into the side, out goes Sisson Yonda, and Bilal Hassan and Ronak Patel all miss out for Uganda this evening.
What a story that is, Frank. Sabuga, 43 years young, some would say fantastic to make his debut in T20 World Cup. He's been around a long time, even inside in 1997 at the ICC trophy, so he'll have a wee lump in his throat, and knowing being an experienced player, he'll have a lot of confidence going into tonight's game.
Keeps the hopes of some young commentators alive still as well. I'm guessing Carlos Brathwaite, thanks for joining us. Katie and I alongside, and at 43 to still be playing in a World Cup. Fantastic. Good evening to you.
Good evening, Dooley. A little bit of inspiration, isn't he? Especially being able to go through the levels in Uganda. It's not the bright lights. That shows a real passion and love for the game, and that's why this game for me is so exciting. It's a celebration of two teams who aren't normally celebrated but do so much work in the background. And these two, as Val and Tony, you're obviously on the PNG side of things, and there's so much to be excited for in these two 11s, so much on show. And I think this is what World Cup cricket and World Cup events is all about. Really taking the sport worldwide. The people in PNG and Uganda, they'll be up and they'll be watching, they'll be following it, and do so much for the next generation. And who knows, Sabuga might be with that next generation as well.
In some way, shape or form, maybe. Might be a coaching role later on. So you're absolutely right. This is the growth of the game worldwide. This man has been around for a long time, in a big part of Papua New Guinea cricket. Savala, their skipper. Very passionate. And a good showing for PNG in that opening encounter against the West Indies. They tested them, pushed them all the way. 19th over, victory for the West Indies, 5 wickets down. It's going to be Alpesh from Jani. Things underway. The bowling in the first game for Uganda. Brian Masaba had no hesitation in winning the toss and fielding. 8 out of the 9 games played so far. This ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Captains have chosen to field first. One exception was Scotland. Set to go. Oh, slides one past the outside edge first up.
It's a really good option of bowling spin early. We saw this against West Indies as well. Strike rate against spin is just 67. Got mid-wicket out and long on, and Squealiga doesn't mind sweeping early, especially to the bowler around this angle.
Oh, is there any bat? There's not. That's out. Turned back. It looked like it was hitting middle and leg stump. And an early blow for Uganda. Considering, but I don't think it's worth a review, skipper. Not sure the skipper gets a free one. He thinks he does. We'll listen.
TV umpire director, we have a player review for LBW. Original decision is out. I have checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Front on spin vision, please. Ball is close to the bat to confirm all catch, please. Keep rolling, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Roll up to the bag, please, flat line. Satisfied, no bag involved, go for ball tracking, ready, please. Stand by, waiting for ball tracking. Ball tracking is coming up. Original decision out. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket sitting. Batsman speed with your original out decision, stand by.
Missing
And
off,
you know when you're on
missing leg, crashing into middle.
you're on speed, make a signal, please.
Confirmed. PNG lose the first wicket. Alpesh Ramjani, as he always does, gets a wicket with the new ball for Uganda. And Asad has to high, but the length has been pulled back. He started a lot better.
Aerial and away. Over the top of backward point. Might race away it does for the first boundary of the innings.
That's the challenge. In the Caribbean, your length is so important. You have to find that length that hits the top of the stump. Anything too full, especially in the power play, it's not swinging. You can get onto it. Just like Stacey Bowden here, flashing drive. And we've seen this from him in the first game as well. His intent is always positive and solid. He won't allow any bad deliveries to be bowled without him attacking it. And he's away.
Good response, but well played. promotion for Sesebao as well. At number 4 in that first game. Umpires for this evening, on-field umpires, Adrian Holstock. Standing alongside Rashid Riaz. 34th T20 International. Had to make an early decision and got it spot on. Same thing in the first game, didn't he, against Brandon King? First over. There's umpiring then as well. It's flown away. Looked like a little bit of thigh pad, perhaps. And umpire Holstock had a step in the line. That's the way you want to get your innings underway with a free hit.
First ball in the World Cup, a little bit excited, overstepping the line, under pressure now.
Free hit just stayed a little more beauty, but the keeper's missed it. Gone through for 4 byes.
It's really gone late as well. The swing and potentially the seam off the wicket. Let me have a look at this no ball again. He is getting tight against the line. It's called byes. Keeper couldn't get that one in. 4 of them. He's a tall fella. He's known to swing the ball and shape it as well. Just not a no ball. Beautiful seam position. It goes with the swing and also off the seam as well.
Down the wicket, and he's just clocked it straight to mid-off. Who does hold on to it? Looks like it just held on to it. Looked like it was going to spill for a moment. But another one for Uganda.
Loving the dancing, loving the celebrations. We know this is what Uganda will bring to the tournament. The off-field vibes have always been there. Miyagi, beautiful seam. Sesebao trying to make the play. Not able to get it far enough out of the circle. Another one gone. This is what it means for Uganda. This is what it means for Miyagi. PNG in the spot above them. 17 for 2.
Too wide, and that's been put away. Race away to the boundary for 4. So a little bit short, a little bit wide. 4 overs gone, 25 for 3.
Tossed up and clobbered for 4. Really good shot from Legasiaka. And much needed too. Danny Morrison and Darren Ganger alongside me. Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening to you, Brian. Hello, everyone. This is a fine shot. You expect this against the slow bowlers on this surface. It was leg side. There's no risk of LBW in the execution. Done to perfection. Welcome boundary.
That's good cricket. Taking the boundary, then working the ball into the gap.
Already 22 dots, and we haven't completed 6 overs in the innings. That's an area that PNG struggles in. Uganda as well, so they'll be searching for improvement. Rotation of strike, critical. For me, I've noticed and discussed this on the pre-show with Carlos and Cass, is that how much more Uganda needed to make the stumps come into play more, bowl a little straighter, hunt those up, particularly in the power play. New ball, doing a little grip we saw off the surface, crack it again, rid of the skipper. To Asabala, who wanted to go and review it, which was to his undoing in his teams, but I like this. I love the energy. They're learning so quickly from the other night here, the Ugandans. That is just to build on that point in their very first game. They bowled just about 22% of deliveries that were supposed to finish on the stumps. That's a high percentage in the T20 game, so confirms your point that you're making. End of the power play, 33 for 3.